if Islam has been easy for you, now that you are 2 years into the process, is there any part of being a Muslim between, your religious commitment, not between you and society, between you and the Allah's teaching, that has been hard for you? You've had maybe 1 or 2 Ramadan already in your life?
Yes, this was the second one, Alhamdulillah.
So is there any part of religious practice, religious commitment that you find, I didn't know about this, okay, this is tough for me to learn, I'm going to need to take my time on this?
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you feel like a convert like you might need more help on?
So, when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born, Shaitan cried. And this is because Shaitan, he has one form of da'wah, inviting us within ourselves towards evil. And why he cried? Because Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be the stopper of this, right? And I wanted to follow the sunnah as far as I'm able. So there has been maybe things like that when you enter the bathroom to cover your head, it has maybe been surprising. And I've been like, oh really, that is sunnah? But generally, if there's anything you want to accomplish and you ask Allah, and this is something good, of course, Allah will make it easy for you. And also, Allah, your relationship with Allah is very personal. So Allah sees your situation, especially if you are in a situation like mine, or maybe like the viewers, where things will be hard. But you just do what you are capable of. And of course, this does not mean that if you want to do something bad, you just go ahead. Allah makes it easy.
Yeah.
What you are capable of, right? And we humans are capable of a lot, Alhamdulillah. But of course, everyone's situation is very personal and individual.
Yeah. What about Ramadan in specific? Because I know that in this part of the world, Ramadan is quite extensive when it comes to the hours, the daylight. We're coming closer to the winter part, which should help. But how was it for you fasting, especially at home where your family might not be fasting? At your school, for example, your friends might not be fasting.
When you have iman and you do something in the path of Allah, for Allah's sake, everything that is painful becomes sweet, right?
MashaAllah, that's very, very true.
So I remember the first Ramadan. This is probably relatable for many other converts to Islam. Our family does not make suhoor or iftar, right?
Yeah.
So I almost did not eat anything for the whole Ramadan, because sometimes I ate the iftar with the brothers, Alhamdulillah, but for suhoor I had nothing to eat at home, right?
Yeah.
So the first Ramadan, it was some days where the fast was so heavy, or some periods where I could barely, or if I was walking, it would be very heavy just to walk. One set of stairs, I will be finished,
Yeah.
But Alhamdulillah, it is all right, it's good.
Yeah. I'm going to ask the next question now,
Yes.
which is, obviously in the religion of Islam, Quran is really, really important. You being Norwegian, Quranic language being in Arabic, although we can mention that the translation does help, but when it comes to our Salah, Quran itself in its original language, how has the learning been for you? Is there enough resources or support for a convert like you to really immerse yourself in the Quranic understanding?
If it is so that I have not grasped the full understanding of the Quran because of linguistical barriers, then I wouldn't know, right? But Alhamdulillah, I have Allah gives the knowledge to whom He wills. So the more you learn, I guess you say that you understand that you know less. But I think it has been good, inshallah. And the most important thing we can do is just ask Allah, right, for knowledge.
Yeah.
But I think, inshallah, I hope that it has been good, that I've understood parts of the Quran and implemented them into my life. But as for Salah, it has an effect surely if you know what you're saying. But this can also be learned, ask Allah, try to practice, see what this word means, ask some Arabic speaking people. They can give you more detail in your language as well, because Arabic is a very great language. So it is alright, because Salah also, you're standing in front of Allah. There's much more to it than just the words you're saying.
Yeah.
So it has been good, Alhamdulillah, for me, I think.
And I think that's the sweetness of the process as well, right? I mean, if it's something so easy, then you wouldn't appreciate it as much. If you can just learn about one thing in a day, then it becomes so easy that it's easily to lose appreciation of what that thing actually is.
Yeah.
The fact that Quran has so much miracles, so much to discover, that you can spend your entire life learning it, and you will still discover things. That itself is a kind of miracle within itself, is it not?
Yeah, that is.
Right? Just to be able to go through it every time and you know what? Oh, this is something new for me. This now applicable to me. That you read it, the same verse last year, but
True.
It did not have the same effect. So that's also something for all of us to enjoy the process, right? As a Muslim. About the Quran, is there any parts of Quran that resonates most with how your life is right now? That whenever you pray, you like to read certain part of the Quran. I'm sure that all of us love the entire Quran and could make the full use of it. But from my personal experience, I also like, this one really hit me when it is being read. What about you at the moment?
Well, to answer the part of your question regarding Salah, I really like to read the verses that speak about Allah's greatness. So, for example, the last ayats from Surah Hashr or Surah Ikhlas. I like to read those in Salah, and I really like to read the Quran, any type of Quran in Salah. It is very beautiful, Alhamdulillah. But it is in very individual cases that some verses resonate a lot to you, because I truly believe with the full, I'm fully in this belief, I'm sure about this, that Allah can communicate with you directly through Quran. So if you read it sincerely, you can speak with Allah, definitely, or He can communicate with you.
I would like you to give a short message to anyone who is learning about, who is new to Islam or is at the verge of accepting Islam, let's say. What would be your message to them?
Oh, it is surely a great task to get a big chance to get the opportunity to potentially speak to many people. But my brother or sister, if you are coming closer towards Islam or learning about Islam, then know that this way is surely the right way. And you will not find any other form of success in this life or the next life in any other place than with Allah and with Islam. And if you are on the verge of accepting Islam, then take it very easy. Allah sees your intention and sees your situation. And this point, please take it. Be kind with your parents and be close with your parents and with your current friends. And remember that you are still the same person you are after accepting Islam. You do not need to change your name or change your way of life. Not in the sense that you should not go away from the bad habits that you have. Of course you should. But in a non-religious perspective, you are still the same person you are. Just the only difference being that now you have a connection with the one who created you and have the gift of understanding what he wants from you and who his messenger was and what the message is, and apply that to your life as far as you are able. And then know that there's a life after this life which is eternal, where you will be held accountable for your actions in good and bad.
Thank you so much, Brother Leonard. It is a pleasure, honestly, I wish I could have, you know, make it a lot longer. Alhamdulillah, I hope you all have enjoyed the conversation and have been able to pick up some lessons from it. I wish to express a personal gratitude to brother Leonard for his time. In the next video, we will be sharing an episode dedicated to explore halal local food from Norway. This is a mission that has never been done, and it is actually surprising how much of halal food Norway has to offer, so you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned and subscribe to get notified. Thank you for watching and thank you for the support. See you in the next video inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.